It depends on what your goals are, Michael. Michael asked, how much cream are you allowed to drink in your coffee per day? And the same applies to how much cheese are you allowed to eat. It depends on what your goals are, and some people have greater or bigger goals and need to lose more weight, have more health concerns. So that will determine whether you restrict yourself more. I don't weigh my cream that I use or the cheese that I use. I just go according to how I feel. I don't have anything to lose currently, so I don't have to restrict myself. But if you'd still have goals, then it would be advisable not to over-consume cheese. Niku Goodchild always say that you can eat every second day 5 grams of cheese, and that's a good way to look at it. But it depends what your goals are. There are even people on the carnivore diet that actually want to gain weight. So let me show you how to make bulletproof coffee with another twist. So in real butter is 0 carbohydrates. So you can eat as much butter as you want, and you can put as much butter in your bulletproof coffee as you want. Cream has 23 grams of carbohydrates in a liter of cream. So it's of course more fat. And milk has 47 grams of carbohydrates in a liter of milk. So it has way too much. So I try to not consume it, but you'll see that I've made some videos with some carnivore milkshakes. So from time to time it would be all right. But let me show you how to make it by adding an egg. So you need normal coffee. I use Nescafe Classic, and you can put the coffee in, and you can put your cream in. Depends on what your goals are, how much cream you are going to put in. I would recommend that you use more butter if you have bigger goals, because butter is 78% saturated fat. Then you add a little bit of warm water, and then you stir it. So the coffee, milk and butter is stirred with the hot water. Then you add an egg, and you can stir it with a spoon or with a fork, and then stir it with the stirrer. I'm going to add extra coffee. I prefer stronger coffee. And now you can just add your hot water, boiling water. And there is your bulletproof coffee with a twist. Now I'm going to add a little bit of Kalahari salt. This is optional. And cheers, bulletproof coffee with a twist. There's an egg in. Cheers, enjoy. Thank you so much for sharing this information with me. Somebody said I should put an egg in. Appreciate it. Tastes delicious. Go to video 86, 87, 88 on my blog, where Dr. Kendi Berry talks about how nutritious eggs are and how good it is for you, for your cholesterol. Also, we're considering cheese. You should be mindful not to overconsume cheese. If you struggle with gut issues, especially constipation, you can become constipated because of eating too much cheese. Cheese also can cause inflammation, as well as milk. Milk and cream can cause inflammation for some people. So be mindful of that. You don't need to eat cheese at all. Another thing is, if you are using cheese in excess, it can also be a problem that it becomes an addiction. So it can be that you are just eating after the carbohydrates in it, and you can finish a whole block of cheese on your own if you're not careful enough. But anyway, that is my opinion on cheese. But having said that, cheese is a very good way to give yourself a treat. I have treats in the house. I've got biltong bread, and it's delicious. So it's very nice. We've got biltong in the house, obviously. And then we've got some blue cheese. It's a very good way to have a little bit extra, make it interesting for yourself, and to keep the cravings away. Like Nico always say, if you have to cheat on the carnivore way, then it's actually not cheating, because you're still within what is considered carnivore, although you might be over consuming the cheese, for instance, in that moment. But psychologically, it is not a good idea to cheat with carbohydrates on your carnivore diet, because it, first of all, will take you out of ketosis, but psychologically, it means that you have broken your carnivore diet. And of course, get back immediately to what the basics are. Don't stay down, get up. But it's always better not to go that route. A very good thing to do is to don't have products in your house that is a carbohydrate in nature. So don't have it in your house. Makes it easier for you to stay away from those things. And don't visit shops and be tempted to buy those products.